I just want to cry every time we see that intro because it's ending.
Dude, that's all I've been saying every fucking episode as soon as we finish it is it's so fucking frustrating because it's so good and it's only getting better, but it's going to end.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Evilive. The live music commentary show. That's the question. Is basketball really popular in hell? Because fuck basketball. I'm actually really good at playing it, but fuck basketball.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's one of those sports that is boring as shit to watch, but fun as hell to play.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
I'm not a fan, but if I got a basketball in my hand and a hoop in front of me, I'm going to make an ass out of myself and enjoy every second of it.
Yeah. Subscribe if you're new to the channel because today we are reviewing What We Do in the Shadows, Season 6, Episode 7, March Madness! What were your initial thoughts?
Oh my fucking God. So, initial thoughts were our fucking DVR didn't work. So we started it. We got the intro, like the warning, this TVMA. And then Sean is in the hospital and Laszlo's giving him a fucking sub. I was so confused. And we watched it for a hot minute. And it's like, I feel like we're missing something here. And then I pause it. I'm like, oh my God, the episode's almost over. What the fuck? Yeah, it didn't ruin the episode for me at all. Like, starting it over and, oh my God, just so fucking funny. So fucking funny.
As always, we have an A and B story.
Mm-hmm.
A story, we've got a devil from hell. Fuck yeah. B story, we've got Colin kicking the shit out of Gizmo.
Oh
fuck
my
yeah.
God.
This was like just a banger of an episode.
Like, I don't know how 6 fucking seasons in, however many episodes that is,
so good,
plus a movie, they can still surprise us. I did not see that coming. And then even after it happened, I didn't see the other part coming.
He American History X'd fucking Guillermo.
My God. The only thing he was missing was taking his fucking shirt off with a giant schwazi on his chest and waiting for the police to show up. Like,
the fucking best, dude.
God damn. It was
so dope.
It was intense.
All right. So this was directed again by Yana Gorskaya. And let me just say, chef's kiss.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're killing it.
Absolutely.
Written by Jaron Levick and Rajat Suresh. Again, fuck yes, you're heroes.
You bow to
no one. Gods among men or women, whatever you are. I don't know who you are. Premiered November 18, 2024. And yeah, I mean, there, of course, with everything, there's 2 plots. Mm-hmm. We have Sean having an epileptic seizure in his basement, and Laszlo and Nandor go to try to rescue him, and Nandor just like, we should probably just kill him, right? Let's kill him.
Oh my God.
No, he's my sweet baby boy.
Dude, I just loved that. That was the whole episode. Just, yeah, let's just kill him. Humans don't live that long. Not my Shawnee.
Shawnee.
Yeah, it's just great. It's like, oh, what is this sound? Go over. Ah, clearly he is possessed by a demon.
So
it's like, I mean, he's just watching sports. So, of course, yeah, possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
So
fucking dumb. But
yeah, what do you do when somebody's possessed by a demon? You get a bigger demon. And then they did.
They go reach out to the guide who knows how to summon a demon from hell. And it's got to be a bigger demon than the one that's possessing the person you're trying to get out, because they have to scare it out. Mm-hmm. And they just happen to summon maybe the only demon in hell that loves basketball. Maybe they all do. I don't know. It is hell.
I mean, he did talk about it nonchalantly. Like, that's just a given that, yeah, it's March. So obviously it's March Madness. Like, he's trying to lead them to tell him that. And then fucking he just goes over and he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to sit down and watch it with him.
I feel like if I knew more about basketball, like the professional side of it and the watching games and stuff, I would have enjoyed this more because I would have understood the references that he was throwing out, because I had no fucking idea what this demon was talking about.
Yeah, same.
But I was just like, demon, sports ball. Like, I felt like a fucking moron. But then I was just like, yeah, but so are Laszlo and fucking Nandor. So, all right.
Yeah, exactly. We're just experiencing what they're experiencing.
Yeah. I felt more immersed into their characters in this episode.
Absolutely.
They were as dumb as I am about basketball or the whole fucking March Madness bullshit. But I love the fact that Sean is just like totally immersed. He's completely ignoring his wife because that's exactly what fucking sports nuts do. And then the demon is just like, nah, let's watch this shit. And he like gets immersed, and Laszlo's like, no, you're supposed to scare the fucking demon. And he just like this weird breath, like fucking fire scheme. He's like just like pressing him to do it more and more.
Right. And he's like, I'll be there in a minute. Every time he's getting yelled at. Oh God.
It's so fucking good.
So good.
And then we get Guillermo trying to find his office identity. So I've like out of high school, I worked in a couple different offices. None of them were as cool as The Office or even Guillermo's version of his office, but I definitely understand office culture. And so, yeah, there are people that sort of get the sort of like, that is this type of person. And so that's that guy or that girl. Fucking Nadja with that goddamn banana. Fucking hell. I was feeling the other woman that was just getting annoyed as fuck. Because I was like, Nadja, come on now. Come on.
I was equal parts laughing and cringing at the same time. Like, it's gone too far, man. You've gone from it being funny to not funny to back to being funny to now extremely fucking unfunny.
But that's like a thing. People find something that they resonate with or other people laugh at them for, and they just ride that to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was Colin, it would make sense because it's Colin Robinson. But like anyone else, you're just like, come on. And I think the reason why it's so goddamn funny is because it's to some degree we've all known someone like that.
Yeah,
does the same bit over and over again.
Yeah, it's totally relatable, even though
beautiful.
She's a fucking vampire.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like the banana's like rotting. It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, she doesn't even replace the fucking thing.
It's just
great.
Runs in the bathroom. No, it's a gun. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? The only logical next step is going to fuck each other with the rotting banana. Like that is the logical next step, which I would be there for.
Yep.
Personally, I'd watch it. I'd hold the banana.
I would definitely eat the banana afterwards.
It'd be
or during.
Warm.
I don't care.
Warm and wet.
That's going to be the best food poisoning I've ever had.
Gross. So gross. And I love that like Colin has to step in to help Guillermo because he's the only one that's had any actual experience in the office. And he's trying to work through, are you this guy? Are you that guy? And he's like, no, the other people are like known for this stuff. They're just doing their best. They actually land on an idea, but ultimately when Colin tries to like sort of like impress it upon Guillermo, like he just ends up punching him in the face out of the blue.
He's like, you can be the guy that every now and then blows off the handle.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
And he just becomes a bitch.
And then he starts doing it and just bop right in the eye.
So great.
And he's like, I don't know what came over me. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
And then it just escalates.
Oh my God, yeah.
Guillermo's already fucking embarrassed. And then he goes and tries to talk to Colin Robinson and tries to address it to the audience, like to the office. And then Colin just unloads on him, hits him again, and then just doesn't stop.
Yeah,
he's just screaming, "Don't step to me!" And I'm just like, I feel like I've been here before. Like I've lived this life that Colin's going through. It wasn't as cool as this at all. But like I feel like there was a point in the Army when I was in Fort Knox, Kentucky. It was this maintenance unit where we supported a bunch of officers in training for cavalry. So it was a cavalry unit. And when someone left the unit, they would duct tape them. And it would just be like a big joke for the mechanics duct taping someone, right? It sounds really stupid, but that's what they did. So I was leaving the unit, and this new guy pulled out some duct tape and did a little thing, and I just attacked him. I was like, this is not happening to me. This is not happening today. So I just grabbed him, threw him to the ground, started hitting him, pushing him up against the wall. And the officers, like the NCO, the non-commissioned officers and the officers, like grabbed him, pulled him out from under me and pulled him back. And they started yelling at him because he's the one that pulled out the duct tape.
Oh, that's
and I was
great.
just like, this was young Adam. I was much more angry then. But I was just like, I was in the zone. I was so fucking mad. Like, you would dare.
Dude,
dare.
It's some shit being in that red zone where you just go whew, like all logic goes and you just start going at somebody. Yeah. It's fun and terrifying all at the same time.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it with duct tape, man. Like, there was a kid that in my high school class that was what happened during sophomore hazing, and like he lost skin.
Oof.
Like, when they took it off him, he lost chunks of his ass from it. Like, it was no joke. People got arrested for it and shit.
I've always relied on the idea, and then you get this from Fight Club, right? Like, he's gonna hit you, hit him. It's coming, just hit him. So I anticipate, and I will react. I don't play fight for this reason, because I don't know real versus unreal when you're fighting. So it's just better not to do it at all. But you come at me, and I'm going to hit you first. Like, I'm going to do it. It may not hurt. You may not feel it. You may laugh at me afterward, but I will fucking hit you first, because I will not stand and just let you do it. Like, I don't care who the fuck you are. You could be fucking Rowdy Piper. Rowdy Piper. I was going to do like the something men savage. Anyway, Rowdy Piper. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I don't give a fuck who you are. You'll laugh, but I'm going to hit you first. I'm not going to wait for it at all. Like, there was me and my stepbrother. This is actually the first time I was thrown in, revealing here, people. I was put in a mental institution because I attacked my brother because we were fake fighting, and I took it too far. I just wasn't faking anymore. And so he started running up the stairs to get away from me. I put my hand, because he put his hand on the wall to spin around to go up the stairs. So I just planted my hand on his hand. So he just hit the wall immediately, just in this big circle, so I could stop him, so I could grab him. So I stopped him. He hit the wall. I moved around. I was laughing maniacally like a crazy person, grabbed onto his pants, and he just fucking crawled up like this was his life. And he like got out of my clutches, ran upstairs, and my sister was making a salad, cutting tomatoes. I ran up, grabbed the knife, grabbed his hair, dropped into the ground, grabbed the knife, put it to his throat. And the next thing I remember was I was in a fucking mental institution. So, like, I don't take things lightly. I will lose my shit. So it's best not to play. Anyway.
I do. I'm a little jumpy. I pulled a knife on a client yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Talking about when I was a kid. You're just like, no, like yesterday.
Yeah, no, it was yesterday. It was like 7:30 at night, so it's dark. I'm in the darkest part of the parking lot going to check the mail. And as soon as I turn around, I just hear somebody, hey, man, hey, man. And some dude just skipping up towards me. So, of course, as a rational individual, the first thing I do is I pull out my knife. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Luckily, it was dark as shit, so he didn't see me pull a knife. And he's like, yeah, man, I was just wondering if it's cool to change this yet. And it took me a second to comprehend what the fuck he just said. So I slyly put my knife back in my pocket, pulled out my phone, lit up my light. Oh, yeah, man, come see me Tuesday or Wednesday. We should be good.
I imagine it's like this putting away a samurai sword where you're just like into the sheath.
Yeah, definitely not as cool, but we'll pretend.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Colin Robinson beating the fuck out of Guillermo.
You're sharing stories. All right, so I love the fact that he snapped because I can identify. Clearly, you can as well. It's hilarious. We've never seen him in this way before.
No.
And for them to drop this now at the fucking end makes me angry because I want to see this side of him more.
Right.
I mean, we were cued into it with Nandor's Army episode. Like, he can clearly go off the edge. We've never seen anything like it before. So to see him and understand the character that we feel like we've known for 6 seasons in an entirely new light begs the question, well, what about the other characters? Is there more that we can learn? Is there more to explore that we'll never get? We did get, I mean, Laszlo's always had a soft spot for Shawnee. So I get that. Ultimately, Shawnee has this sort of like heart stint, or it's called a non-ST elevation myocardial infarction. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, it was infarction. So, of course, he's like, I'm supposed to fuck Sean?
Logical
place
to go for that. wait. So the demon's just like, okay, well, or the devil, I've got to go now. He's going to be okay, for whatever. It was just basically like basketball or whatever. And he's like, I'm going back to hell. And he like leaves the room and they're just like, huh, I thought that would be more interesting.
Right. Because, he stops for a second, starts screaming, fire comes up around him. And then he's like, okay, bye. And then walks out.
And then in the hall, just takes his horns, pulls them out, and just explodes.
Yeah, just viscera
blood and gore
everywhere.
Everywhere. It's so good. And they're just like, there it is.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for.
I love that they do shit like that because it would be wildly underwhelming if he just like flames came up and he disappeared. Mm-hmm. Give us some gore. Like get those 3D artists something to do. Like fucking showcase your shit. Like I love it so much. I'm gonna miss this goddamn show so much.
Yeah.
Nadja was a little annoying in this episode ultimately, and she kind of didn't really have anything to do with anything. She was just like an offhanded joke. Ultimately, Gizmo getting the shit kicked out of him ended up being the best thing ever because it just worked him into the fucking office culture even more with this wildly racist and sexist fucking boss.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, don't sue us. You're not going to sue us, right? I didn't say anything about suing, and it has nothing to do with the fact that you're of color or gay.
This is the worst, the fucking worst. It makes me feel like me, like trying to navigate modern culture. I'm just like, how do I feel like I'm like tap dancing around stuff. Like, how do I say the right thing, but not like, I want to be funny, but not offend. And I want to say something like edgy, but not like make you cry or make you sue me or like, I feel like that guy. I hope I'm not that guy, but no. I feel like that guy.
It's hard not to sometimes.
Yeah. Especially nowadays. I genuinely, it sounds old saying that, but I genuinely feel like modern cultural parlance is fully beyond me. I don't understand anymore. I don't understand where I'm supposed to go, especially after that ride. You weren't in the car, but we had this weird moment going down to Man Camp where it was like this weird Twilight Zone radio era we were going through. And it was just like a whole new universe that we just like traveled through time and space into. And it was like modern cultural parlance times 1,000 over the radio. Jesus. And then music to sort of back that up. It was the craziest, weirdest shit I ever experienced in my life. I really thought we were like traveling time and space. It was fucking crazy.
Damn.
Anyway, Sean is basically in the hospital because he's, fucking doesn't take care of himself. Laszlo doesn't want him to die. And so he's like, I'm going to take charge of your health. And he starts fucking exercising him to the point that he's going to fucking kill this poor guy. Mm-hmm. And Sean just gets to the point, and this is actually what I really didn't like about this episode, where Sean is just like, look, my dad died early. I'm going to die early. I'm okay with it. I'm just going to enjoy my life while I'm here. And cut to me sitting on the couch, ironically, like just being an asshole, just screaming at the TV like, it doesn't have to be that way. You could just exercise a little and prolong your life, you fuck. Like, I'm just freaking out, but
this is funny because I'm just like, yeah, man. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm same fucking boat.
No.
It's like, man, that's so relatable. And I look at my wife, I'm like, look, if that ever is one of us is definitely smuggling a sandwich. Yeah. She's like, yeah.
Someone's got to bring the sub.
She's like, that'd be you and Adam, huh? I was like, absolutely. I'm sneaking Adam a sandwich in after Shauna leaves.
Oh, man. It drives me nuts. Like, I don't like the idea. It just sort of echoes off of the whole Georgie thing from last episode, sort of like back-to-back feelings, is that she wanted to give up. There's no reason because she's a talented cook. She could bake something and just get close. Sean A is ready to give up, and he's just like, he's resigned to whenever he's going to die. But that's not the case. Genetics, environment do have a serious factor in your health, like a genuinely hardline factor, but you can maneuver that slightly through diet, exercise, quality of life. I mean, just fucking mild exercise. PMA, dude. What's that?
Even just some good old PMA, some positive mental attitude.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can nudge it. And if you have someone that actually cares about you in your life, then you owe it to yourself and to them to nudge, because then you're going to be benefiting from their love and care, and you're going to be able to reciprocate that back to them in the form of blowjobs and, licking the puss. So, of course, cunnilingus. Like, let's fucking live the life here, people. What are we doing?
Absolutely.
All right, that's my statement for the day. That's what I got out of this episode. I love the Demon. I love the March Madness. I fucking love Nadja, and Colin Robinson is goddamn hero in my book now.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, favorite part? I think it's gonna be obvious.
It's a mix because obviously, Colin Robinson just straight up jumping Guillermo at the end is hilarious, but also the slight moment of seriousness at the end where Sean is talking to Laszlo, trying to essentially make Laszlo come to terms with the fact that he's mortal. But immediately after that, like, he looks just down and out. His eyes are droopy. He's just like, fuck. He's like, hey, did you talk to Mike about that thing? Oh, well, yes, I did. And then he immediately comes to life. I'm like, I gotta fucking get this in me before she gets back.
Just stuffing it in.
So goddamn good. Yeah, it's so fucking good.
Makes me want to have one of those subs.
I fucking don't like Jersey Mike's at all, but that actually made me want a Jersey Mike's.
I love a good sub. I feel like I haven't had a good sub in years. I know, like, downtown Salt Lake has some, like, old school Jewish and Italian deli places. Mm-hmm. They gotta have good fucking subs.
Yeah, man. There's supposed to be shit like right up on right by the university, right on 4th.
Oh man.
I forget what the hell it's called, but like I have friends from out of state that anytime they come here, that's the first place they hit.
Oh wow.
Even though they stay up like, my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
They go down fucking university just to get a damn sub.
Oh hell yeah.
Next time you're up, I'll have to take you to the Philly sub shop up the street from the shop. It's fucking killer. Yeah,
there's one down here in Sandy, like White City, the Philadelphian. Super greasy, super bad for you, but fuck, is it good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the best. All right. Colin Robinson was the hero, in my opinion, in this episode, and I need more. I just don't want it to end.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's got to see more of that shit.
All right, anything else with this?
No, man, we definitely got it.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I know we went long with everything we did tonight. We really appreciate your time and attention.
Hell yeah.
As always, like it or not, evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there, get a friend like Laszlo, and get a goddamn sub.
Fuck yeah. I think that's what I'm doing tomorrow, is getting a sub.
This sounds so good. This sounds so good.
Right.
I love a hot sub.
Like, yeah, well, nice. Yeah, that's the best part about the Philly sub shop up